Hello there, morons. It's Victor. Give me a break, man. Give me a flake, man. Out in the country a little bit. I'm on my way home. I just did a class, and this is another long ass video. I'm gonna intro the information here. Talking about the Butt brothers. Yes, traveling butts. Joseph and Travis Da Silva of San Diego, both 38 years old, were arrested in Thailand. I'll give you the details in the description. And I'm not gonna talk to the camera anymore, but I'm gonna change the direction. Look at all the crows over there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Crows, the whole field is full of crows. And I'll let you see what's happening out there as we drive along. Not a great view, but what's interesting is this. Check this out. See that? You guys see that? Yeah. I just captured a suzumebachi, which is a, oh my god, I forgot the English. It's like a hornet, I believe. This motherfucker is alive, ladies and gentlemen. This is a suzumebachi. If it bites you twice, you die. Once, it'll just send you to the hospital. Look at that. It's cold, so you can't move very quickly. I've never seen one alive. I'm a little bit scared. Oh my god, look at this over here. You don't see this much anymore. This, I'm gonna stop here for a second. Look at that. That is a scarecrow dressed in a kimono. Isn't that funny? Look at the detail on that. I'd like to bring her back to my place. Show her a good time. Let me see if I can fix this camera a little bit so it's a little bit more, you can see a little bit more of the road while I talk. Okay, there we go. Let's turn that off and go. Okay, so it's probably gonna be a little bit rocky. Is it gonna be rocky? Maybe when we get moving. Anyway, so these gay couple, both 30 years old, are both apparently models. I'm actually friends with someone on Facebook, someone that I met years ago when he was in he was in a YouTube. I think he was a YouTuber years and years ago because he's I don't remember, to be honest, his videos, but I remember that I know we're friends with a lot of mutual friends, and they're all YouTubers. So I'm assuming he's a YouTuber too. Well, this camera is just rocking way too much. This may be too. It's going to get you all car sick or something. Let me see if I can stop here and figure out a way to stabilize. Look at that old bike. Oh, I'm in someone's driveway. Is there another way to stabilize this motherfucker? I don't think so. Maybe not. I might just have to switch over to my cell phone. I have a cell phone. I can plug the cell phone in, and yeah, why don't we do that? I'll just have to edit this motherfucker. Alright, we'll have to do that. Give up on this. This time I'm on the cell phone. Oops. I'm about to get hit by a truck. And we are talking about the gay couple who went to Thailand? Was it Thailand? I believe Thailand. And they have a Instagram, well, they had, I should say, an Instagram called Traveling Butts. And what they would do is, I haven't seen it, but from what I believe is to be true, is they would traveling around the world, and they'll take pictures of their butts in different places. Now they're a gay couple, which is neither here nor there, except the thing about being gay is that I think sometimes you imagine homophobia where it doesn't exist. And the reason I mention this is because, let me back up a little bit. There's some guy on Facebook I'm friends with. His YouTube name, I think, is Medavog. I'm not sure. And I think I knew him years ago. I met him years ago. Fellow YouTuber. And I'm talking like 10 years ago or so. And from the little I know, I'm guessing, I could be talking out of my butt, I'm guessing wildly. It's not really important, but I think he's a fashion designer. Because he said these two models, one of the models was in my first fashion show or something. And now he's arrested, and he says, and he's disappointed with all of Asia because of what because they arrested his buddy for burying his butt at a temple. And of course I was like, really? You're disappointed with Asia? Why are you disappointed with Asia? You should be disappointed with your friend for being dumb and getting caught. Now, I mean, let's be honest, it doesn't really hurt anybody to bare your butt somewhere. Who cares? Everyone's seen a butt. Everyone's got a butt. I'm pretty sure everyone's got a butt. I haven't seen everyone's butt, but I'm assuming 99% of the people in the world have butts. The other 1%, we're just going to say is a mystery. There could be some people out there. There could be a small faction of people who have no butts. People who shit out of their own mouths or out of their peepees or whatever. Who knows? Anyway, who knows? I mean, we don't know, right? You don't know, right? We don't know. I mean, it could be. You can't prove I'm lying. You can't prove I'm wrong. So, anyway, these two guys are traveling around the world, showing their butts at famous places and taking pictures and uploading it to Instagram. And they did that in Thailand at a fairly well-known temple of some sort. And they uploaded it, and they got apparently nabbed at the airport. They were put on a watch list. Somebody found them, reported them, put them on the watch list, and they captured them at the like there's a big manhunt, you know, like put your pants up, and yeah, they captured them at the airport. And the last picture I saw is them standing in what looks to be like some kind of municipal building, like maybe a police station. And they're standing there. They're not handcuffed or anything. And they're standing next to. They're huge guys. They look to be over 6 feet tall each. But it could be because the people next to them are tiny. And they're standing next to 5 Thailand. What do you call it? Thai people. Thailandese, right? No, Thai people. Nobody's smiling. Now their faces are blurred, which is ironic because in the first picture I saw of them, you could see their butts, and their butts are blurred. Well, you couldn't see their butts because their butts were blurred. They had little, you know, censored icons of some sort on their butts, so you couldn't see their butts. But they're facing a temple, part of a temple, and their pants are down and their butts are out, and we can assume their dicks were out too. I'm assuming they have dicks. I have not seen their dicks. So again, complete guesswork, very irresponsible of me, I know, but I'm assuming their dicks were out, and they were basically sexually harassing this temple, right? I mean, so I'm seriously, right? So they're facing this temple with their dicks out, and they're wearing shorts on top of it, which only, you know, adds insult to injury, because even if they had pulled up their pants, it's still disrespectful. If I remember my travel information correctly, I've been to Thailand quite a few times. Not for the same purposes. That's not my purpose to go to Thailand and take my dick out and show my butt on camera or at a temple. But I've only done it when I've never done it. There's no proof. You can't prove anything. So yeah, they're at a temple, and if you ever go to a temple, it says, you know, be respectful and wear decent clothes. I think even women can't wear shorts. They've got to wear long skirts, and men have to wear pants, long pants, trousers. In Japanese, by the way, pants often refers to underwear. So when you talk, there's sometimes a little confusion when you say pants. Like, are you talking about underwear or trousers? Anyway, this guy's trying to cut in here. Go, man, go. You're too slow. Go. I let him in. I blocked the path behind him so he could get in. He's too nervous. Anyway, what astounds me is that some people feel sorry for this couple. And some people are like, well, you know, it's bad enough. You know, some people imply that they were suffering from homosexuality, and this has to do something with the fact that they're gay and that they're being persecuted because of their sexual deviance. Just kidding. A choice. I was just kidding. You know, I've got nothing to do. Got nothing against the gays. Me and the gays, we get along very well. Gays love me. The gays, as Trump would say, probably. What if Trump refers to black people as the blacks? Maybe I wonder what he refers to as the gays and the blacks. Like if you're a black gay, would it be the gay blacks? No, it doesn't make sense. Even that wouldn't. I don't think. I think if anything, he reduces vocabulary. But a nice motorcycle. Anyway, I'm just astounded that anyone would feel bad and angry at Asia for this. Now, I will say that I don't support those kinds of laws, and I'm all for freedom of speech or something. So, but you know, you got to be respectful of the local culture, I guess. I mean, am I right? Here's the weird thing, though. Where do you cross the line? Because, or where do you draw the line? Where do you cross the line? Where do you draw the line? Because I don't know if you know this, but if you go to Thailand, it is against the law in Thailand to disrespect the king in any way. Which is kind of bizarre, because if if memory serves, a few years ago there was a scandal, and one member of the royal family was caught in some kind of weird sex tape. So, and that was like circulated all over the place. So, I could be wrong. Was that another country? I'm pretty sure that was Thailand. Anyway, you can't insult the king, and you know, when you say things like that, there was someone in the Facebook comments who just said something ridiculous. So what if like some money is being blown by the wind, and you put your foot out to stop the money from blowing away, and you put your foot down on some bills, and the bills have the face of the king, then you mean you're gonna go to jail. That's just fucked up. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I mean, don't be extreme. You know, according to American law, you're not supposed to burn money either, but or do anything wrong with money. You're not supposed to deface it or change it, but people do all the time. People write things on cash all the time. It's illegal, right? So anyway, in Thailand, it's against the law to dishonor the king or insult the king in any way. And there was a case a few years ago of a plane. I believe someone had insulted the king, and I'm not sure if he insulted the king on the plane or before he got on the plane. But anyway, they knew that he had done this, and when he landed in Thailand on like a stopover, they pulled him off the plane, and he was under arrest. What do you think of that? I mean, I think it's a little extreme. Like, come on, really, dudes? He's on a plane. But I mean, the law is the law, right? What law do you follow? I guess planes have to decide. People on a plane have to decide what kind of laws they're going to follow. If they go to a country where snakes are allowed on a plane, there should be no problem. For example, even motherfucking snakes. Samuel Jackson shouldn't be shooting snakes on a plane if he happens to be in one of those countries where, you ever think about this? Some of those snakes must have been in danger, right? You ever think about that? I mean, must have, right? Of course, they were all CGI snakes, so it doesn't matter. That's a good franchise they should bring back. Those Anaconda movies. I like those with Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez. Anyway, so case in point, be respectful when you're in another country, other cultures. And the reason I'm saying this is because it happens all the time in Japan. You've seen it, I've seen it, I've probably even done it myself. Maybe even on video, some of you will accuse me of. There's a few videos of me out there in public, and there's one of them in particular. I'm in a supermarket, and I'm commenting on the people around me. And I'm using a GoPro, and I've got a mic on the GoPro, on the top of the GoPro. It's one of those older GoPros, and the mic is pointed towards my face, and it's a directional mic, and I'm speaking, I'm whispering. Well, it doesn't seem like whispering, but I'm speaking very quietly in English to the microphone on a GoPro as I'm walking around commenting on things. But then when I edited it seemed like I was yelling because the voice is very loud. And people are stupid, so people just thought I was being disrespectful and speaking in English about everybody. I was making ridiculous comments. Like I said, look at these cabbage. They're about the size of Filipino heads. You know what? And somebody said that was racist, but it's not racist. It's just a ridiculous thing to say. And I don't think Filipino heads are particularly small or anything. It was just a funny thing to say. And the word Filipino, you gotta admit, that's a pretty funny word. Filipino. Filipino. You know what's funny about that word? It sounds like it repeats, but it doesn't, does it? It's completely, only the I's repeat, but the consonants don't repeat. Right? Anyway, there's another motorcycle. I like motorcycles. I miss my motorcycle. So, don't be a dick when you come to Japan, and a lot of people do. There was a big scandal years and years ago. You probably don't even know about this scandal. Let's see if let's take a pause to see if the Susume Bachi is doing okay. Susume Bachi that I captured. How you doing? Susume Bachi. If you escape from this bag, you will kill me, and everyone will have a good laugh on the internet. Right? You can't really see the color, but let me see if I can take the camera off for a second. Look at the color there. Right? Look at the color there. Look at that yellow. It's amazing, huh? Ooh, he's scary. Okay, let's get back. Oh, this guy's... He ran the red light. I should stick the Susume Bachi on this guy. I found that Susume Bachi. I think I mentioned that already in this video. Okay, anyway, so... There was something called the Yamanote train. years and years ago, the Halloween Yamanote train, Yamanote train, in Yamanote, I believe. And it is a circular train. We have one in Hawaii too. It's called a Meijo-san, and it's a subway that goes around the whole city in a circle, right? And every year, a bunch of foreigners took it upon themselves to get together and have a party. All get dressed up in their Halloween costumes and take over one of the trains. And there was nothing illegal about it. You're allowed to drink in public. You're allowed to get on trains wearing costumes. Well, what they wanted to do was just ride the loop once, I guess, on one train as they go off to the Halloween parties. And this happened for years, and it was mostly all in good fun. But and you know, if you're a Japanese person, you could be on that train by luck, and it might be good luck or bad luck depending on your attitude, right? It's a little bit like sexual harassment. If you think if you're with it, if you like it, there's no problem. But if you don't like it, then my God, these are the rudest foreigners I've ever seen in my life. That thought will appear in your head. So the problem was, you know, on the internet, the Japanese are fairly strong on the internet. They know how to troll. They know how to anonymously hate on people. They're pretty good about stuff like that. And the Japanese decided that this year they're going to stop it. So quite a few years ago, in fact, I think it's been dead for like, I would say at least a good 5, if not 10 years. I don't know, but they got it in their heads that they're going to stop it. So they would gather at the place, they would find out where it's going to be, and they would gather there and stop people from doing it. And police would be called. And I'm going to back up, because some videos emerged. The reason, I think what really riled them up is that some videos emerged of, and you could probably still find them on the internet. In fact, when I upload this, I will try to find those videos and upload them. I'm sure they're still on the internet. Some videos emerged of foreigners being really, really effing crude. And by the word F, I mean fuck. Really effing crude in the way they dealt with Japanese on those trains, on those Halloween trains on Halloween night. And it was pretty disgusting. I mean, if memory serves, I believe there's one video of a guy like putting his crotch in someone's face, and I mean, of course he was wearing pants as in underwear and trousers, but it was still pretty crude. It was pretty rude, and they were disrespectful. And so anyway, long story short, the Japanese got together and they stopped the foreigners from doing this, and now it doesn't exist anymore. And I guess one of the only regrets I have is that I never got to ride it. I never got to ride the Yamanote train. I'll tell you what though, I don't think Japanese should stop it. I think Japanese should pass a law that says it's illegal, and then the police can stop it. But I don't think the vigilantes of the internet should get together and do anything, right? So when I caught this guy, it was cold outside, so he was almost dead. He wasn't moving, but now it's kind of warm in my car, so he's like, let me out of this, trying to buzz and stuff. I hope there's enough oxygen. I don't know how much oxygen you need to keep a man-killing hornet alive, but I think they're hornets. Anyway, so that's it. Yeah, so I have no pity if you break a law. Like in Thailand, it's against the law to be there are anti-decency laws, and you can't be nude in public, and I guess there's certain things at temples you can't do either, and these two guys broke the law. They reached out to the San Diego, I don't know who you talked to in San Diego, the butt-bearing protectors, whoever. They reached out to someone in San Diego who said, look, I'm not too happy. The government official, whoever it was, I guess, or maybe the embassy, maybe they reached out to the American embassy, but they said, the government official, whoever it was, responded that he was not very happy, but he would do what he could to help them get out. The last I heard was they would probably go to jail, have to pay a fine, and then be deported. But there are stories at the last I heard, again, by the time you see this video, it could have changed. And if it has, you can please upload, please comment, and please leave me a comment telling me what the latest is. But the latest I had heard was that they might drag them back to court on different charges and keep them there longer. There's a movie out there, I forgot who's in it. Something about Palace, I think. It's a movie about a woman who gets caught dealing drugs in Thailand, and she goes to jail, and so. And it's apparently it's pretty realistic. But you don't want to go to jail. That's my point. You don't want to go to jail in any of these places. You definitely don't want to do that. So, so don't be a dick when you go abroad. You're not just representing your country. You're in a situation where you have limited resources. It's not America where you can get the ACLU or some victims' rights group is going to come defend you in your own language. There are people like that in other countries as well who will help you and who will defend you, but they're not readily available to you. And really, do you want to be in jail for like weeks or days or weeks before you meet one of these people until someone helps you? Yeah. The good thing about being in jail in Japan is apparently there's no rape, which is good. It's always good to be in a situation where no one is going to rape you. That's my motto. That's words to live by. Anyway, that's all I got for you regarding this topic. To Metavlog and the other thing that annoyed me was people like, I'm sorry for you. People were like saying, I'm sorry, Metavlog. Really, what are you sorry for? He's not in jail, first of all, number one. And what, his dumbass friend, I'm sorry, but that was that's how I feel. It's a dumbass thing to do for a couple of reasons. One of them is get caught. If you did it and you got away, that's like, okay, fine. No harm done, I guess. But this guy, he's got no one to blame but himself. These two guys. Right? The other thing about Thailand, for those of you who suspect it might be homophobic, Thailand's actually pretty cool with homosexuality. Though it is not apparently legal to get married in Thailand yet. But if you've ever been to Thailand, there's a lot of, especially Bangkok, I do recommend going to one of those like weird sex shows. I went with my wife, and a lot of people will go as couples, so it's not that pervy, is what I'm saying here. It's not so pervy. It's kind of weird. Like, people do weird things like shoot ping pong balls out of their vaginas and open beer bottles with their vaginas. And women are actually pretty handy with a vagina. And you would be amazed at them. The blow up balloons with a vagina. What else can they do? I don't know. They did everything but juggle. I think you can do everything but juggle. If anyone ever juggled with a vagina, I would be very, very impressed. Well, I'm impressed anyway. I'm impressed. What can you do with a penis? Not much. The most you can do with a penis is show it to somebody and lose your job. That's the biggest thing you can do with a penis. And of course, pull things. Like, you can hang weights off it, pull a truck with it. Yeah, and you can hide it in your butt and then pretend you're a girl. That's the last thing you can do with a vagina. So penises are handy too, but not nearly as versatile as vaginas. So when it comes to the genital wars, I believe the vaginas win. And there's one more reason, of course. As much as men like to talk about penis envy, nobody really wants. Penises are ugly things. They're quite disgusting. Nobody wants to see a penis. And yeah, I don't think women think penises are particularly attractive. But I've said this before, and people have told me in the comment, no, my boyfriend's got a beautiful penis. So if your boyfriend has a beautiful penis, or if you have a beautiful penis, then good for you. But I will tell you, you are the 1%. You are the 1%ers of the people who have beautiful genitalia, because most people don't. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As we cruise through the streets of Nagoya, gas is $1.50 for a gallon, $1.40 for a liter, which is about 1/4 of a gallon. So that's about $1 US to $1.25. So if your gas is cheaper than that, you're a lucky soul. But remember, videos like this will get flagged. They will not make any money. So if you'd like to support in any way, you can go to my Patreon, which is in the description, or just leave me a goddamn comment and watch my videos, my educational videos on Japanese for Morons, which is a great channel, and I got some really good videos on there that don't get any views. Even some of them that you'll find interesting, even if you don't study Japanese. So go check out that Japanese for Morons. There's a link at the end of this video to it, linking you to that. I've got some videos up there you probably haven't seen. So that's all I got for you for now. So me and, what should I call him? I don't have a name. Oh, that's for you. What should I name the Suzumebachi? Maybe Susie? Susie the Suzumebachi? Right? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Talk to you guys soon. Bye. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Suzumebachi. A bit too close. Motherfucker bites me, I'm dead. Look at his butt's moving, see? I put him in that pet bottle, but I can't seem to get him in there.